Hello, everyone. I would love it if we could stop meeting under these circumstances. So I'm going to make this video short, sweet, and to the point as possibly can. Mostly because I don't want to drone on about it, and, part of that is because my throat's feeling a little bit scratchy. You can probably tell from my voice. And part of me was like, maybe wait till tomorrow to record this, maybe you'll feel better. But there's also a good chance it'll just be worse tomorrow. So I had myself a nice hot cup of tea, and here we are. My tracking could keep up with me. So, I want to start by saying that this video is not a call to action. I'm not naming and shaming in here, and I don't want anybody yelling, at people online over my video. Really, quite the opposite. So, like every other community out there, the VTuber community has had its share of problems in the past. And somewhat frustratingly, whenever these issues have cropped up, there's been this attitude amongst some people of, well, I might as well quit the community because it's just so bad, it's so awful. So, behind me, you will see a tweet that I made back about a little over a year ago. And this was a point where a bunch of people got outed for being, well, predators. And it was a really rough time for the community. But we all just sort of, made it through. And that attitude cropped up at that point. And I simply said this. I've watched so many bands, voice actors, YouTubers, etc. get outed for being predators. These people are in every community. If the current drama in the VTuber community makes you want to quit, then remember this. Throwing away your passion doesn't stop bad people. It just kills your dream. Creepshow hopefully added in, if anything, stick around and do what you can to repair the image of the community you love. Play your part to make shit better. And that is something that I very much believe in, and it was something that I was trying to allude to in the initial tweet. So more recently, I think a lot of people are very aware of a certain drama going on involving a big name indie VTuber, and well, now there's a lot of people, out here once again saying, like, oh, I don't even want to, label myself as a VTuber anymore because, look at this, discourse, and some people saying that it's okay to say the R slur and that, and how could anyone want to be associated with a community like this? And the problem is that there's this attitude that there's a bunch of people saying that they think it's okay, and everyone's just saying, oh, so the community is garbage. And there's this sort of attitude that, like, oh, well, I'll just, label myself as a streamer because it's, problematic for me to link myself to the VTuber community. And so, I made this tweet. I find it simultaneously head desk smashingly ridiculous. I know, poet, eloquent speaker that I am. And absolutely hilarious that people are dropping the VTuber label for the streamer label because VTubers are problematic and I don't want to be associated with that. Well, boy, howdy do have I got news for you about streamers. Listen, I don't know what you think. I don't know if you think that the streamer label is somehow pure or more pure than the VTuber label. It is not, my friend. It is quite simply not. And, so, as confusing and frustrating as that is, and I could probably rant about that for a while, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to say that we can't just cut and run every time, people in the VTuber community, like, do something shitty. Because people in the streamer community do shitty things. People in the YouTube community do shitty things. People in the influencer community do scummy things. I should probably stop saying that word. I'm gonna get, I'm gonna get a finger whack from YouTube for using that many swears. People in all sorts of communities do scummy things, say scummy things, and eventually you're going to run out of places to run to. Eventually you are going to run out of communities to bail out on and to jump onto. And the thing is that these people are just going to stick around. And when people go around and they say, oh, this community is just infested with these bad people nowadays, And, you know, is it really infested because they came in and they pushed us out, or is infested with them because they came in and we just threw up our hands and said, let them have it. Let them have it. We don't care. You know, we'll just go somewhere else. So, what do we do from here? What do we do from here? Do we just throw up our hands and say, I'm not doing this, you know, anymore because there's bad actors here? There's bad actors everywhere. And you can't stop the fact that there are going to be people who are going to be throwing around slurs, who are going to be thinking that it's, you know, that it's lol so cool to just, you know, be offensive. You can't stop the fact that those people exist. But what you can do is to make something good, to do something with your platform, to make your community a good and positive one. And there's a lot of people who try to make it seem like, oh, the VTuber community, you know, is doing these things. And I hear this stuff, I see this stuff being said by other VTubers, and I'm like, my friend, my brother in Baphomet, you are part of this VTuber community. If the VTuber community is going to shit, then as a member of that community, what are you doing about it? Because if you're just cutting and running, then we're just letting the bad actors win. We're letting the people, you know, spreading all this negative behavior win. So what do? We use our platforms. We use our communities to spread positivity, to spread love, to spread acceptance, you know, to give people a fun, entertaining, you know, and uplifting experience, stuff like that. And I'm not saying that you got to change people's lives or anything. I'm just saying that if you want there to be good VTubers, you have to be a good VTuber. So please do not just cut and run when bad people show up. Stick around and just make a statement. Say, this behavior is not acceptable. You know, this behavior in my community, not acceptable. I have a better community than that. You know, my community is good, positive, you know, they're not, you know, being scummy to each other, they're not being scummy to other communities and that. We can make a good VTuber community, but we have to want it and we have to work towards it. And, you know, and I know that's hard to some people. They don't, you know, they don't want the struggle of, you know, of having to, you know, be good in the face of bad people, but it's what you have to do, because if we keep backing down, then eventually we're not going to have anywhere else to go. So I'm sticking around. I'm still going to be a VTuber at the end of the day. I'm still going to be a VTuber at the end of the month. I'm still going to be a VTuber at the end of the year, end of next year, you know, if I'm lucky enough. And it's up to you if you still want to be a part of what is a truly awesome and amazing community. And if you don't want to put in the effort to be a good content creator and to make a good community, then that's on you. But you can't just run off to a new community that you know, that you don't think has been corrupted and just think that, you know, that's going to make it easy on you. Because gotta tell you, the current drama, it didn't just start out of nowhere. This is shit that's been happening for a while. The VTuber community hasn't become infested by bad actors. It's had bad actors in it. And you just found out about it. You run out to a new community, I guarantee you there's already bad actors there. People just don't know about it. So be a good actor. Spread positivity. And yeah. Be good beans. Spread love. Spread positivity. And have a good day. Ta-ta.